every one of us is going to fall into one of these four categories. He has the, he talks about the employee, the small business, the big business, and the investor. So, really what I took away from the book, he says most of the success stories we read about, all those people we hear about, typically they went from like a small business they started, some small business and made a lot of money or started earning and saving, and then became an investor. And I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to own my own business and one day start investing and buy real estate and rentals and properties and stock, things like that. And so that's what really stuck in my mind. So came home from the car wreck and I started a business, 18, really right place at the right time. Flat screen TVs were really popular and HD had just come out, and my idea was if I can get them wholesale, I'll just save people money off of retail. I didn't have buildings, insurance, and overhead, those traditional expenses. So, really from that point, I'd get realtors referring me to their client every time they got, a client and they sold a home to them. If they could refer me, I'd save the client money off Best Buy. We installed it, made it look good, and every time they got me a job, I gave them $500. So a little word of mouth business, and my TV business, my first year out of high school, I did over 100,000. So I didn't go back to college and play basketball. I didn't go to school. I don't even have a 2-year degree, but it's kind of funny to say that. And again, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And so the TV business went on for 4 years. When the economy tanked, nobody's going to spend a lot of money on flat screens. A few $1,000s, in your home right now on flat screens is not where you want to spend your money. And with real estate going down, and Costco and the internet started selling those TVs, it kind of killed the business. So I made a change, you guys. I had to make a real turning point, another turning point in life, a change, a whole new direction. And it was with Vima, and it was the best decision I've ever made. So to be honest, really what makes sense for me, as you heard a little bit about tonight, one is really finding out what this can do for others. What's the needs of others. I like what Kyrie was talking about, how growing up, he had to start really realizing that he had to make some decisions, because by the way that he was in that situation, it was either going to go this way or that way. And I think it's a lot about who you surround yourself with. So I think number one, really, when you understand, you hear people's stories, it really raises your belief. And if you get some knowledge, I think when you get knowledge about the products and you get knowledge of really what this company's doing, I really got on board because number one, the product. I wasn't so interested in the business. I was already making money doing TVs, so it wasn't really my first initial interest. I fell in love with Vima as an athlete. I loved my energy level and how I felt. I didn't have any health problems though, and so that was really, but my mom did, and that was really, seeing her have great results with this product raised my belief. And Men's Journal rated Vima best overall. Clinical studies, were done to show what this does to you, where it reduces inflammation, helps in increasing the immune system. Powerades, Gatorades, those products don't do that. And then when Dr. Oz recommended Vima, that really put it on the map. So I really, first started out in the business by getting, on Vima, which really, that was the first, these weren't even out. And I was introducing that to my TV clients and realtors. So my first 4 years, you guys, I made a fortune, when I knew number what the product was, the value of the product. Again, your body absorbs liquid better than the pill. It's convenient and complete. And so, with how I felt and using it, I was sharing it to all my clients, and in 4 years had made a fortune, by, sharing that with them on a daily basis. And people I knew, mostly parents and older people. My 5th year, I doubled my income, doubled the business, actually reached right at the $1 million income because I took Verb into the college market. When Verb kind of, went into the younger market, our age, where people spend money on things like this every day, it was a perfect fit, for the college scene. So obviously with energy drinks, that's something that we could all really, have success with, because our friends, like you said, are drinking these, even if you don't. And then lastly is body. All my friends want to lose weight, get in shape, get toned, swole, cut, whatever you want to call it. So, summer's around the corner, and everybody's on that thing to obviously take care of themselves this year and get in shape. So body with body burn and body build, hands down, it's a no-brainer, it's a winner. This product's going to be big. So we're excited about the products, number one. And I think, knowing that it's not in retail, if these were in stores, why would I get it from you? Why am I getting it from you, man? I can get on my way to class or on my way to work. So if it was retail, it would kind of kill our whole business and, not really, be here. So number one, you gotta understand the products and really how this company operates. He said it, we don't spend money on traditional ads, billboards. It's old school, it's in the past. Nowadays, we connect the dots with our friends, especially with social media, about things that we like. And we recommend it word of mouth. So when you know the numbers and what you can earn here, it's unbelievable, okay? And it's really simple. And when you know that philosophy that we're not spending money on traditional advertising, there's 2 real main incomes you're going to build here. Immediate money, immediate income, long-term income. So what, Christian, and what we all studied here is that you can make immediate money. So if I got a case of product, you earn $10. Big deal. If I got 2 cases, you'd earn 20. If I get a builder pack, which is 7 cases, a mixture of stuff, you'd earn 100. So obviously, we've been able to help people earn, $100, $200, $400, $500 in the first 30 days. But if you go get 10 to 20 people to hear about it, try it, and even, use the product for even a month, if you get people to try the product, you're going to earn some immediate income when they order it, even just for that first time. So obviously, immediate money on 1 case, 2 or 7, 10, 20, 100. But we got excited about long-term income, the big picture. It's called residual income. It's royalties. It's like writing a book, and Harry Potter continues to get paid. Michael Jackson with an album, or in any kind of movie. And so there's 3 marks you're looking to hit: 10 orders, 50 orders, and 100. When you have 10 orders in your business, most people get 2 cases, having some to drink, some to pass out. We've noticed people have the best results taking this twice a day. So 10 orders in your business, you're making $200 a month. Dude, you're not rich, but we've seen kids hit 10 orders in like 2 to 3 days. And we could get that done by the end of the weekend. If you really just make the decision right now, leave all the other things outside and focus on what we're doing here. And I can tell you, 10 orders, and so it's not just you doing all 10. You might get Chase and I, and then from that point, we got 4 friends on the product. Boom, you got 10 orders in your business. You're making about 50 a week. Pays your phone bill, but in fact, you're profitable as a business, which, own a Subway franchise, like we talked about, and a Subway franchise is 250 grand. You gotta go make that 250 back, then it's a profit. 50 orders, you guys, 5-0. Our goal is to create more goals on this team, more people at the gold rank at 50 orders. Obviously, Chase smashed it, and we're really excited because we're gonna start seeing a lot of success stories here. You're on the brink of hitting gold as well. And at that point, when you have around 50 orders in your business, it's about 5,000 in product, in the month is going to go through your business. So pretty impressive that if you're young, you've created 5,000 a month in product sales of these products. So 60 G's a year, that's a pretty good little business you're operating. And if you think about it, at goal of 50 orders, you'll see about 500 a month on a regular basis, dude. What would you do with 500 a month? So think, and that's what I'm saying. The numbers don't lie. The numbers make sense. 100 orders in your business. We've seen people hit 10 orders, 50 orders in 2-3 weeks. You could jump to 100 orders in the next 2 to 3 months by summer, create around 1,000 a month, and about 10,000 in product. So when you understand the numbers, you guys, it's not rocket science. It's actually very simple. 10 orders, 50, and 100. Some people have gone on to create 1,000 orders and make a 6-figure income. So anything is possible here. Is happening right now. And in closing, I think when you know numbers of the company, that's really what makes a stamp. The company last year did over 200 million. 200 million last year in sales of product. That's a huge thing to understand. You ever heard of Avon? It's like lotions and moms and women. I can't find one negative. They've been around forever, 40 years. Last year, Avon, 11 billion. So understand, when that's more in sales in the NFL, more than the NBA, and twice the size of Red Bull. So these companies get huge. And I think, the third reason, when you know the numbers, are the tools. There's videos to play. There's a website to show, references, resources. When we had our TV business, we had our trucks and our ladders and drills, all these tools that we had to use to make that job, happen. Well, to make the work happen here, you want to show someone the video. That's our tool that we use, and it tells our story. Most people aren't really good at sales, but if they can show someone the video, they can make the business work. So the video talks about the economy. I think you should watch Young Pros. It has like a ton of views on YouTube. Talks about the job market, student loans, minimum wage. Obviously, seeing that video earlier just kind of shows you, that was last year's convention at the Mirage, like 10,000 people came, wild and crazy, to see what's happened in just a couple years and what this company's doing. So obviously the videos, the websites, the literature, all those tools and resources are available in multiple languages. And lastly is the support. I'm excited for this team because I really feel we have all the right people in the picture as far as support to really blow this thing up here in Vegas. It's really untapped, it's wide open. I meet people here that have never heard about it, so I really feel like we're in the right place at the right time. But you need support of people that know what they're doing and care, and people that have an invested interest to help you. I don't see people trying to really, pull you up the corporate ladder at your job. It's not like that every day. And I didn't know the products, I didn't know how to explain the business, I had made no money, had no credibility, so it was important, to obviously have support to make this work. And so we're gonna have another event We're going to be doing, meetings, individual meetings tomorrow. So you might be thinking right now of 2 or 3 people. You're like, wow, this guy would run with this all day. He would rock this. Well, let's meet up tomorrow. We're doing individual meetings tomorrow, and obviously kind of just going out. We're kind of networking on Fridays, but Saturday we're throwing down a big event. A banger. We're gonna have a huge meeting. It's gonna be exciting. Really, one of the guys that I've supported and worked with since day one, was a senior going to Arizona State. I met him from May of 11 until June of 12. We busted 1,000 orders. He hit a 6-figure income in 13 months.
Wow.
So he'll be here Saturday speaking at the event. So when you hear this person's story, when you understand how this success is happening, it'll really get as clear for you as water. But you got to know now tonight, you got to, number one, hopefully your belief level goes up, seeing, what we're doing as a team, obviously excited about, Kyrie, where you're headed, just to see, people realize that, hey, there's a better way. There's a better route. There's going to be better, situations ahead for us. The belief level goes up when we get together. Knowledge, you got to read Rich Dad Poor Dad and learn about vertical income, not just linear. Something you really have to understand, and I think that's going to help you in a lot of things, but especially in this business. And with the right products and the right numbers, the tools and support, you really won't fail unless you quit or do nothing. So in closing, you guys, definitely be busy tomorrow. We're going to have events locally, smaller meetings, meeting up. So if you have anybody you want to connect with, definitely connect with us. We'll set up a time to meet. We'll also go over training. We're going to do basic training on what to do, what not to do, what works, what doesn't work. But in closing, there's really it's really not much else to it. There's a no-brainer. There's no sign-up fee and kit, no membership fee. All that we did was order product. Pretty much that really allows you to get started. Really where you have, ordered product, you get your website up and your app, it's free, and we go to work. Okay, this is a month-to-month program, so you might want to order it and try it, see how you feel. You got no risk, 30 days, they back the product, so you really could order it, and if you don't like it, they'll take care of it, which is pretty neat. I think it's a big statement on the company, that they do that. But I think people obviously love the product right away, so it's not a common thing. But the idea here is that when you get started, ordering product 1 case, 2 or 7. People sometimes just want 1 case, see if they like it. Maybe the body protein shakes, or obviously Verb or Vima. And so maybe starting out there. 2, some people have some to drink, some to pass out. It's around 150, not a bad way to start. We've noticed people have the best success that do a builder pack. It's about 7 cases of all Verb, all body, or combo, and from that point, you can really start getting people out there to try this. The name of the game is the exposures. There's 2 million people in this city. I'd almost give you $100 every time you meet someone that knows about it. That's how unknown this really is. And so to understand that, I think, really the name of the game is how many people taste, share, follow up. I let a guy today taste it. I drove over to my service center for my car, and I gave him Vima. Told me when I was getting my car serviced, he's like, I have a horrible immune system, I'm always sick. You need to be using our product, dude. And I told him this, and so I drove all the way over at the auto place by Audi and the 95 or whatever over by Lakeview Parkway, and I gave him a whole bottle of Vima, dude. And I went over to the showroom and I gave the dude a Verve. So, I'm doing it what I'm telling you guys to do. I let people taste it, I share the information briefly, and I follow up with them. And if you do that on a regular basis, the product sells itself. You find people that see the numbers, they get excited about being able to earn and make money to get out of a part-time job. We want to help, some people here tonight, qualify for the car. You get to Diamond, you get money for your car payment, so getting into a new car by summer would be great. Imagine a Benz or 328, and then going in from that point, and you can get out and go full-time if you choose to. So that's really, I think, the key here is just getting started, getting product on the way, getting your website up, and you go to work. We're not a get-rich-quick, it's nothing in life that's like that. You go to school 4 years, football 4 years, relationships 4 years. We're open in 50 countries, dude. Mexico, Canada, Europe, Asia, Australia, all over the world, dude. That means these countries not only approved our company and our products, but in life it's not what you know, it's who you know. Don't be excited about who you know, be excited about who he knows. This guy gets on your team and runs with us, this thing could take off. He might have friends in college in Canada, people he knows in Mexico, Europe, Asia, Australia. On the 24th, I leave from LAX to Taiwan. I'm there 2 days. I'm in Hong Kong 2 days, Malaysia 2 days. I'm over in Asia for a week. And I hop a flight down to Australia. I'm in Australia, 5 cities, Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, Sunshine Coast for a week. So I'm gone traveling, doing this same thing. Why? Because someone got someone, and boom, I have this huge team now of people using the products and doing what we're doing right now. all over the place. So you can too. You want to travel, you want to get healthy, you want to make money. That's what we're talking about here tonight. So hopefully you stick around. You got a lot of information. I encourage you to do your homework. Number one, trying the product's key. If you like it, great. If not, it's not for you. No hard feelings.